Hi again, everybody. I'm Kevin Kugler, and welcome to Pershing Auditorium for this Class C1 State Championship event. And what a big one this is, as the Columbus Scotus Shamrocks, the #1 team in Class C1 at 28-0, take on the Central City Bison, 4th in the state, the 3rd seed in the Class C1 rankings, 26-3. And along with the rest of our Nebraska ETV sports production crew, Kathy DeBoer-Wieskamp joining me for this one as the C1 final is about to take shape. Columbus Scotus, a very familiar face in this final, Kathy.
They've been here once, twice, I don't know how many times.
You lose track after so many times.
It's kind of like you expect them to be here every year, and it's great to see them back here again. The program has got a big tradition in volleyball as well as some other sporting activities, but today we're here for volleyball, and they're ready to go again in the finals.
Well, you've got the veterans in the Shamrocks who've been here for 8 straight times now. And then you've got the relative newcomers, the Central City Bison, only 2 trips in the school's history to this C1 state championship. So some different emotions, I would think, on either side of the net tonight.
Right, you've got a veterans experience. These players have been here from Scotus, but Central City comes in. They haven't been here since 1995, and so none of these kids have been here. Maybe have seen their team be here, but it's a whole new experience, and they've done a great job to this point to get to the finals, and I'm sure they're counting this as just another game here in the tournament.
Well, the Columbus Scotus Shamrocks certainly have yet another game in the tournament. John Peterson, 526 wins now in his Shamrock coaching career, so not new for him, but for some of these kids, it's their first time in the state finals with this juggernaut that has become the Shamrock volleyball program, and they're always here 8 straight times. Central City, though, under Jody Gaver's very new squad, and they're looking for some good things, and they're a very young team. They're 2 big guns, J.C. Cook and Ashley Solt, both juniors, so good things to come from the Central City Bison. Let's go to state volleyball announcer Dwight Weiniger for the Class C1 player introductions.
And now, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association, Altel, and U.S. Bank, welcome to Pershing Auditorium for the 2000 Class C1 State Volleyball Championship game. Tonight's game features the Central City Bison versus the Columbus Scotus Shamrocks. And now, let's meet the players and coaches in today's game. First, for the home team this evening, the Central City Bison. The non-starters for the Bison are number 4, Chelsea Brockmeyer. Number 6, Katie Grosshans. Number 7, Rose Dinwiddie. Number 8, Jamie Bakey. Number 9, Michelle Mankey. Number 12, Alicia McCoy. Number 14, Brittany Huseman. And number 15, Caitlin Brandis. And now, the starting lineup for the Central City Bison. Number 2, Sarah Berryman. Number 3, April Ritta. Number 5, Jessica Hawthorne. Number 10, Shauna Burchard. Number 11, J.C. Cook. And number 13, Ashley Solt. Head coach for Central City is Jody Gavers, assisted by Kelly Benson and Jennifer Kasper. And now, the non-starters for the visiting team, the Columbus Scotus Shamrocks. Number 15, Jennifer Sackett. Number 18, Renee Byerman. Number 19, Michelle Flint. Number 20, Andrea Brzezinski. Number 23, Amanda Chalaha. Number 25, Carrie Murachek. And number 27, Kendra Schneiders. And now, the starting lineup for the Columbus Scotus Shamrocks. Number 16, Melissa Schmidt. Number 17, Nicole Milok. Number 21, Kristen Blair. Number 22, Natasha Bender. Number 24, Megan Pyle. And number 26, Lori Beller. Head coach for the Shamrocks is John Peterson, assisted by Janet Tooley, Julie Blaser, and Brandy Truffles. Tonight's game officials are Stacy Dexter and Doug Kubik. Standby official is Jeff Ritz. And now, good luck to the players on both teams. And ladies, let's play volleyball!
So both teams ready to go in this Class C1 state championship. For Scotus, a 38-match winning streak on the line here tonight. They're 165-5 in their last 6 years of play. Not bad.
Not bad at all. 5 losses only in 6 years.
Yes, to go with 165 wins and some state championships
how
in
many
there.
state championships are mixed in there?
Well, they've won state since 1995 for every year, so that's 5 straight state championships. They also won it in 86 and in 90. So 5 straight state titles, 165 wins over the last 6 years. And there's the team that was trying to knock them off, the Central City Bison, 26-3. Their losses to Aurora, which is the favorite in our Class B match to wrap up our night a little bit later on, and 1 loss to St. Paul this year. So John Peterson, I spoke with him before the match, very concerned about this Central City team. They have some big hitters, he said, in J.C. Cook and Ashley Solt, and a double-barreled combination of attackers that really he thinks could give his Scotus Shamrocks some trouble. He'll substitute a lot on this Shamrock side. They'll go as many as 10 players out there in the rotation. Sometimes he said that throws them off of their momentum.
Yeah, sometimes that change-up makes that hard to adjust to.
Melissa Schmidt to serve for the Shamrocks. April Ritta. Bender sets it up, and the try and the kill for Megan Pyle.
Megan Pyle was in the tournament last year. She's got some experience, very aggressive. Does a nice job, way to get them started off.
Scotus with the 1-0 lead, and Melissa Schmidt to serve. She is their back row specialist, the team high 36 aces this year. Attack in the middle long from J.C. Cook, and it's 2-0 Scotus. Some pre-state championship jitters being worked out now for Central City. Although they don't seem to be, by the look on their faces, too stressed out about the moment.
No, just getting in the groove here.
Tipped over, and a good up there by Bender. Pyle's try. Good dig there by Solt. Blocked. And Kristen Blair gets another point for Scotus.
Kristen Blair is really a strong blocker. She sets up, does a nice job.
She's considered by most as one of the top middle blockers in the state. You can see why there. She's a tall target to try to get over.
6-1.
Blair's attack is good for the kill. And it's 4-0 Scotus early on.
Blair does a good job. Nice high hand and turns the ball. Does a great job.
Jody Gavers says timeout for Central City. The timeout taken with Scotus leading 4-0 in game number 1, and a quick start for the defending champs.
Central City's still acclimating to this environment. There's a lot of space around the court, and they're nervous being here in the finals, playing such a traditionally strong Columbus Scotus team. And I'm sure Coach just wants to settle them down and get them refocused and think about what they've been doing all year and get out there and do a good job.
First quarter score from Manhattan, Kansas. It's Nebraska and Kansas State tied at 7 in a big, big game for both of those schools.
For both schools.
4-0 here with Scotus leading in a big, big game for both of these schools. And Schmidt with a near ace serve. For a moment, Hawthorne nearly got into the bench. Tipped over and to the floor by Natasha Bender.
Bender does a nice job. She reads the situation. There's a nice open hole in the middle and just sends it over quick.
5-0. Scotus make it 6-0. And there you see why she leads this team in service aces.
She's doing a nice job really driving the ball, and the passes are really struggling to move quick enough to get out of the way or line up to pass well.
Quick try and the kill for J.C. Cook. She's one of the two that John Peterson was especially concerned about. You can see why.
Yep, she does a nice job. Saw two blockers off to her left, so took the ball, turned it to the right, and got her team the ball back.
Jessica Hawthorne serving for the Bison. And Blair will eventually get the kill, and back over to Scotus it goes.
Blair, she can be really effective in the middle, does a nice job, hits high, swings. There's a nice block up there, but she really works off the top of their fingers, and ball isn't able to be controlled. Megan Pyle serving, and she serves Scotus to a point. It's 7-0, Scotus leading here in game one. Salt's just a little bit long on this swing, aggressive swing, and it just drops. Nice wrist snap, just went a little long for her.
And a big block and another point for Scotus as Scotus continues to roll. 8-0.
Strong block up here. You get a chance to see nice close by Blair. Good job.
And another tough serve from Pyle. Also with 36 aces on the year. They are a good serving team, this Scotus Shamrock squad. And there, another kill. This time, Lori Beller gets into the act.
Beller, here you go. Outside, gets a little hole in the block. Block works hard to close. She gets it right underneath the arms. Does a nice job.
Scotus out 9-0 in game number one. And another timeout taken by Central City. The Bison have been steamrolled here in the early going of game one.
Right there, right now they're really kind of having maybe just some long hits, balls up, but not being able to control it, those types of things. And they just need to settle down here, get in the groove, kind of quit looking at the scoreboard.
Speaking of scoreboards, boy, that's a segue. Nebraska and Kansas State 7-7 in the first quarter in Big 12 football. Of course, we'll wrap that one up for you on Tuesday night on Big Red Wrap Up at 7 o'clock Central Time. I have all the highlights of the big battle in Manhattan between the Wildcats and the Huskers. 9-0 Scotus with the lead, and there you see the Big Red Wrap Up on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Central Time. Looking forward to that. Pyle serving for Scotus, and a service ace makes it 10-0 Columbus Scotus.
Really, they're serving very, Columbus Scotus is serving very aggressive right now, and Central City really struggling ball handling. It's difficult to get your system going if you don't ball handle.
Another tough serve to handle. Solt's try. Set up now for Beller. Put up in the back row there by Berryman. Block. Bison will try again, tipped over. Bender on the slide, it's Blair with a kill.
Nice job by Blair coming around on the slide. She works on the outside hands of the blocker, and it's really difficult to control that there. Good shot.
11-0 Columbus Scotus in game one. Pyle serving awfully tough.
She's really doing a good job.
Bender sets it up. Beller's try, Beller with a kill, and it's 12-0 Columbus Scotus as Hawthorne couldn't handle that one.
Beller does a good job, high swing, gets it in the gap in the middle back of the court. Great spot.
Pyle serving. And another ace for Scotus. It's 13-0 Columbus Scotus in game one.
John Peterson was worried about this team coming out right away, and his team has really responded, being aggressive from the start, kind of controlling their attackers by the serve.
John Peterson might have Lou Holtzed me a little bit.
Not John.
Bender sets it up, and a violation against Scotus, and a side out finally to Central City. And now let's see if the Bison can get something going here. They are a better team than they've shown against Scotus here in the early going.
Here you can see that ball was a little wide and just couldn't be controlled by Beller. Called a lift.
Tough serve to handle. Solt blocked back. Kept alive nicely by Central City. Tapped, blocked back again by Solt. Beller's try. Everybody's scrambling on the floor right now. Blair with the kill. And back to Scotus we go.
Blair's being very effective up front. She's being really aggressive, and that was a nice long rally, and both teams, whoever stays the most organized in those long rallies usually wins out.
So Kristen Blair, a 3-year starter for this Shamrock juggernaut. Back to serve. Scotus leading 13-0, but a net serve. And right back over to Central City, and now a substitution for Jody Gaver's squad as Rose Dinwiddie, the junior, will be inserted into the back row for April Ritta. And she is a solid server, only missed on 6 serves this year, 11 service aces for Rose Dinwiddie.
They could use one of those right now.
They'll need an ace. And instead, they get a net serve and right back over to Scotus. Kendra Schneider's into the game for Scotus. Just off of the ACL injury this past summer. Renee Byerman now checking in for Scotus. Schneider's tore her ACL in the summer and has started the past few matches, has been able to get back into the flow of things. Not 100%, but very, very big in the front row. Good up there by Bender. The try, blocked back. Beller kept it alive. Piles try, and Pyle finds the floor in between Hawthorne and Cook.
And they call back row attack. Piles is in back row, and you can see she was right in front of the 10-foot line as she stepped closed and attacked that ball. She's saying, my fault, kind of got aggressive, wanted to just go get it.
Ashley Solt will serve for Central City. Scotus has to send it over. Can the Bison get something going here? Tapped over, and they cannot get it over the net. The set a little bit low, and Berryman didn't have much to do with it.
Yeah, she's trying to keep it in, get something on it, and end up in the net. Foot over the line also.
Carrie Maracek in for Lori Beller, and Maracek back to serve. Maracek into the net. And a net serve right back to Central City. So we've exchanged net serves here for a few moments.
They need to take their time, and good lift.
Marocek leaves now, and Lori Beller back in. Sarah Berryman's serve for Central City. Schneider's try. Good up there by Solt. Wow. Bender. The attack from Pyle.
Straight up again.
Hawthorne's try. Bender for Byerman. And Byerman with a kill for Scotus. And the side out back to the Shamrocks.
Nice job. They change up, set to the right side, and she does a nice job hitting it sharp to the opponent's left side.
Shamrocks will substitute again as Kristen Blair returns. Nicole Milak in. Just a sophomore. Back row substitute and another solid server for this Scotus team. Nearly had the ace there. Byerman sent it over. Sent over by Burchard. Blair's try. Not Blair, but Pyle, and Pyle finds the floor, gets the point, and it's game point number 1 for Scotus at 14-0.
Pyle does a nice job just placing the ball, takes a little speed off of it and drops it right on the left sideline. Nice job.
Elox serving for the game. Burchard sets it up on the slide. Cook is long. No touch is called, and Scotus wins game 1, 15-0 in an absolute blitz of Central City here in game number 1.
Wow.
The Shamrocks are halfway home to their 6th consecutive championship. That would tie them for the best in the history of the state of Nebraska. Game point one more time.
Again, tough serving by the Shamrocks. Nice slide behind, just a little bit long, went long middle back. They've really, in first game here, they've had some nice attacks, but they've just been long for them.
The Scotus fans happy with what they've seen from their Shamrock squad. And you hear some people around the state suggest that maybe Columbus Scotus, if they were a Class A or a B team, would be just as good. And I don't know. They would certainly be very competitive in Class A and Class B.
And I think they would as well. And you know, playing those teams day in and day out is something that would be kind of fun to see, or challenge everyone, both AB and Scotus.
They boast a win this year over Lincoln Pius X, a very impressive victory on their schedule. They boast a couple of wins over Grand Island Central Catholic, which is always a tough opponent.
That's right. Those two teams are great teams.
Those two are great rivals. They've had some wonderful matchups in district and finals play over the years.
And here.
And exactly, right here in the championship. Game 1 stats, as you would expect, dominating on the side of the Shamrocks.
Right, all the way across the board. Kills, particularly, and ace serves. 3 ace serves in game 1. That's a lot in one game. And Scotus really came out aggressive with a serve, driving at him, and that really does limit what offense you can run. And so the Bison have struggled getting their good hitters the ball.
Did not take long, just about 20 minutes is all for Scotus to blow through Central City in game 1. Now you're Jody Gavers and you're talking to your team on the side. What do you do as we take a look at the score? Nebraska still in the first quarter with a touchdown lead over Kansas State, now 14-7. But if you're Jody Gavers on the side for Central City, what do you possibly say to your team after losing 15-0 in game 1 of the state championship match?
Well, first of all, it's 0-0 again now, so we need to start out from here, and that's done and over with. Don't focus on that. Maybe learn from that. We didn't pass well. We get back there, we pass well. Then when we got the serve, we made some service errors. We had some hitting there. Those are out of our system now. Let's get in there and play like we played all year. We've earned our way here. And challenge at this point instead of just, I think, looking at the game 1 as a negative. I think take it and just go with it.
So Scotus wins game 1 15-0. And now Central City will try to refocus and regather themselves for game number 2. If Scotus has had an Achilles heel this year, John Peterson would tell you that it is sometimes a loss in momentum or a lack of focus. They went to 3 games last night with Norfolk Catholic. He said in game 2 they lost a little bit of their focus. See if they do here or if they are able to keep it in check. Burchard sets it up for Cook on the slide, and Cook with a kill, and Central City with its first point of the state championship.
And they did a great job. They came out right here. Cook does a nice job, strong, aggressive attack. That's what they need to do.
Jessica Hawthorne. Quick attack by Blair, and into the net. Did not get over the net, and a point for Central City. It's 2-0 Bison.
See, already. Slate's clean. There, he's got the lead.
The resiliency of youth. They put it behind them, and away they go. Hawthorne on the serve, nearly an ace. Try for Pyle. Ritta sets it up for Solt, and Solt with a kill. It's 3-0 Bison.
Here you see, does a nice job, takes a line shot, and in the court for point number 3, Central City.
Well, if Scotus can do it in game 1, Central City feels they can do it in game 2. Bender to Pyle, and that just misses wide. And a side out. No, it is in. Side out.
Here you're going to see Piles does a nice job, goes to the left side, and catches the defense, pulled in the court, does a nice job.
3-0 Central City. Solt's try. Scotus to attempt with Pyle, and Pyle with a kill. 3-1 Central City.
Pyle is just really a smart attacker. You'll see here, she's off the net, finds the open area in the middle of the court, trying to get him to move, and they didn't go get it. She gets inside out.
Schmidt's serve. Tough one to handle again. Good over, though, by Central City. Blair with the kill. And Kristen Blair, big swing from the 6'1" middle blocker.
She does a nice job, gets in there quick, and did a nice job here, too, hitting it off the edges of the hands.
Melissa Schmidt serving. 3-2 Central City with a 1-point lead here in game 2. Quick set, quick attack for J.C. Cook. Oh, that was pretty.
J.C. Cook did a great job. She gets in here quick, sharp, fast swing. Nice job.
J.C. Cook will serve. Quick set up for Pyle. Blocked and punched up in the air. Blair sends it back over. This time it's Solt with the kill. And a point for the Bison. They lead at 4-2.
Solt does a nice job. They push it wide to the outside, and she works off the hands. Great swing.
J.C. Cook serving for Central City. Sent over on the second pass for the Shamrocks. Now the try in the middle of the floor, and it's Sarah Berryman with a kill.
Berryman does a nice job. She takes a big breath after this Just hitting off the edges now. They're kind of getting comfortable out here on the court. Doing a great job.
J.C. Cook serve. Set by Bender on the try for Pyle. Burchard to Solt. Scotus will try now. Pyle again. And Pyle finds the floor. Side out to Scotus.
Pyle's doing a nice job hitting the edges of the left side of the court. The defense is pulled in, and she's really punching it wide to the edges and getting kills from that shot.
5-2 Central City. Scotus won game 1, 15-0. Burchard sets it up for Solt. And Solt again, starting to assert herself a little bit more in game 2.
Right. I think they've got rid of the jitters right now. They're just being very aggressive out there. Does a nice job. She beats the block. It kind of pinballs off their arms and the head. And does a good job.
Dinwiddie into serve. Beller's try. Beller with a kill. She leads this Scotus team in kills with 209 during the regular season.
She just drives in hard. She does a nice job. Just kind of overpowers the block, really knocks them back, and the ball falls right in front of them. Just
a junior, Lori Beller, so Shamrocks with more power for next year. And another run to the state finals. Burchard, quick set. Solt, quick attack. Sneeders with the tap. You don't expect that tap from the powerful middle.
That's just a great shot. Both blockers are in. The defense is pulled back, and that little area up in left front is a nice open area.
5-3 Central City. Burchard on the second pass sends it over. Good up for Central City's Ashley Solt. She'll try now, and Solt with the kill on the tap.
She said that little tip idea is a good idea. I think I'll try that, and does a nice job. Here you'll see the defense is pulled in, taps it out to the outside, and takes advantage of it. A little open spot.
Ashley Solt will slip into the back row now and serve. 5-3 Central City leading in game 2. Quick set up and tapped over by Beller. Blocked back, kept alive nicely by Scotus.
Great job.
On the slide, Berryman's try finds the floor, and a point for Central City.
Berryman does a nice job coming around here. That quick slide, they're being real effective from that right side coming on that slide. Kind of catching the middle of the block, that weak area.
Solt with a tough serve to handle there. Beller long on the attack. And Central City opens up a 4-point lead, 7-3. And a timeout for Scotus.
John Cook did know. He was right. They do have some good hitters. It's just a matter of kind of getting comfortable out there. Bellers does a nice job hitting just a little bit long.
So plenty of times, plenty of experience in both of these huddles. Jody Gavers obviously with a good talk for her team after game 1. They've come out and been much more under control here in game 2.
Under control and also being aggressive too with control. That's a good combination. They had to be after game 1. They're asserting themselves and becoming more comfortable out there.
Well, they needed to be after getting blitzed in game 1, 15-0. Got to come out and assert yourself, show you belong in game 2, and Central City certainly has done that. They lead 7-3 here in game number 2. Ready to serve is Ashley Solt. And a net serve for Solt. So a good timeout by John Peterson. Got the momentum away for a moment. Scotus gets it back. Natasha Bender will serve. Substitution as Renee Byerman checks in for Scotus. Hawthorne trying to get to it and cannot get to it. It'll be a point for Columbus Scotus.
Solt was trying to give her an opportunity to attack, but the ball is just pushed up there a little bit tight and made it really difficult.
Tough serve from Bender. Hawthorne's try.
Good swing.
Good up by Pyle, too. Byerman, a left-handed swing, a little cross-up, and Scotus with another point.
You just got to remember that left hand, you set up your block a little bit differently. That foot, you know, the difference, the width of a body gives a nice hole for the head tacker.
Bender's serve with Scotus now trailing by 1 after the ace. It's 7-6, and a timeout for Central City.
Just again, Scotus is really serving very aggressively. Here they get another ace serve. They had 3 in game 1, and so far Central City, that's the first one they've had this game, but Scotus really came out aggressive with the serve.
You have friends worldwide that would like to see our coverage of the high school volleyball championships. We are streaming it live on our internet website. Just go to net.unl.edu. Follow the prompts and you'll be watching, well, what the folks in our coverage area are watching. We are live on the web worldwide, net.unl.edu. Central City with a 7-6 lead over Columbus Scotus, and Natasha Bender serving for 3 straight points for the Shamrocks. Burchard, quick try from Berryman, and that is a kill for Sarah Berryman.
Sarah Berryman is really doing a nice job here in game 2. Reaching high, they're hitting to the right side, and it's been very effective for them. You can see the defense is really pulled into the court.
Berryman's serve now. Bender, quick set. Schneider's try, wide, and a point for Central City.
Just wide. Schneider does a nice job, comes in, sharp shot, just out by just a few inches.
Burchard, back set for Cook. Tough one to handle there for Bender. Burchard again. The try for Hawthorne. Shamrocks will try Beller. Beller misses long. Another point for Central City, and they lead at 9-6.
So you can see Beller really drives in here very aggressively, going for the line shot, just a little bit long.
Bender's try over to Byerman, and Byerman with the kill. And again, that left-handed attack might have been enough to throw him off.
If you don't just focus on remembering that and on the setup there, it looked like it kind of went in the gap of the block again. It's going to give a weak spot or a hole for it.
Carrie Morocek in to serve. Burchard sets it up in the middle. Cook's try, good up by Pyle, but they cannot get it over the net, and a side out back over to the Bison.
But good defense. They're really hustling out there. It just couldn't control it. You're going to see nice, strong attack. They get it up, but not in condition that they can control sending it back over the net.
Central City ready to go. And Shauna Burchard, a junior, will serve. Byerman again. Berryman does a nice job to keep it alive, and now a free try for the Shamrocks. Bender, quick set. Schneider's long on the attack. And another point for Central City.
Looked like Schneider kind of got a little bit under the ball. Very difficult then to get it in the court.
10-6, Bison trying to win game 2. Good up by Berryman.
That's great defense.
Cook's try. Scotus now with an opportunity for Schneiders. Look at Hawthorne going into the scorer's table and almost kept it in play.
Right, you can go up to it, but once you make contact with it, you're out of play or out of bounds. So she could have hung on with her toes a little bit more. That's great defense, pursuing balls.
Checking in, Nicole Milak, and she will serve. 10-6, Central City leading Scotus here in game 2. Oh, nearly an ace serve. Good job by the Bison just to keep it alive. Pyle's try, and Pyle gets the point for Scotus.
Really, with giving Columbus Scotus a free ball, gives them a chance to speed up their offense, and you can see Pyle taking advantage of the hole in the block because the block didn't have time to get there.
Milak serving, 10-7.
Great up.
Pyle's try, blocked. And it's going to go just wide, the point for Scotus.
Here you get a chance to see, again, Pyle's driving in hard. She ducks, gets out of the way just in time.
Did not miss by much. 10-8, Central City's lead carved to 2. Carved to 1 with the ace serve.
Serve again. Really, that's been very, I guess, a downfall right now, or kind of trouble spot for them is their ball handling. Those tough serves by Scotus are really giving them trouble.
Milok serving again. Nearly another ace. Try and a block set up in front by Blair and Pyle, and it's all knotted up at 10. And a timeout for Central City, their second timeout of game 2. So it was Central City with the advantage here in game 2, but Scotus, the veteran club that they are, the deep club that they are, they have been able to carve that lead back to an even 10-10 score.
Right, and they're staying focused. It looks like they're really doing a good job with that. They're not getting uptight, you know, as Central City's been making some runs at them. They've stayed patient, and that's why we're back at 10-10.
Congratulations, by the way, to my partner, Kathy DeBoer-Wieskamp, the head coach of the Lincoln Southeast Knights. They fell short in a 3-game match in the Class A championship, but a great season for Lincoln Southeast, and a great coach sitting to my right here. Had a good bunch of kids to work with this year. Congratulations to you and your team.
Thanks, partner.
Milok serve at 10-10. And a violation as they cross the line into the net, and a point for Scotus. They lead it now for the first time in game 2, 11-10.
Right, first time. And again, I feel that they're really doing it with their tough serving.
Milok has come in as a back row substitute and has really served them to a nice string here. Burchard will try for Cook, and Cook is long. And another point for Scotus, and Scotus on a roll again. They won game 1, 15-0. They're up now 12-10. Milok serving on a great string for Scotus. Burchard sets it up. The try and a good up in the back row for Scotus. And they cannot get it over the net. And Central City gets the side out. And now the Bison have to find a way to score some points.
Right, they need to go here. Here you get a chance to see that again. Ball was just set a little bit wide. Very difficult to keep in the court for Pyle.
Try for Blair and blocked right back. A point for Central City. Big block up front.
Right, Cook does a nice job. Great job.
Hawthorne serving for the Bison. 12-11. Scotus with a lead by 1. Bender sets it up for Pyle. Kept alive nicely by the Bison.
Great job.
And then they put it over and get the point. Sometimes you need a little luck in this game.
That's right. Here you get a chance to see. Nice job. Burchard does a great job. Just sends it over. They thought maybe it's going to be a free ball. They were kind of caught in between positions and landed in a nice spot over there on the right side.
12-12 and a timeout for the Shamrocks. Their second timeout of game number 2. Game 1 was such an easy one for that squad, 15-0. But game 2 has been much more of a fight, and credit Jody Gavers and her Central City Bison. They have really come to fight here in game number 2.
Yep, they're really doing a good job. They are being aggressive and strong up the net. Doing a great job competing here.
12-12 in game 2. If Scotus wins, they are Class C1 champions for a 6th straight year. Central City wins this game, we move on to a 3rd and deciding game in the match. Jessica Hawthorne, the senior, team high 25 service aces this year, serving with the game tied at 12. Hawthorne serve. Quick set, and Byerman goes with the right hand that time, taps it over, and gets the side out.
Byerman does a nice job. It's up in the air and wasn't really where she wanted, so she stuck up that right arm, and it works too. Did a good job.
She's ambidextrous when it comes to attacking. Melissa Schmidt will serve for Scotus. Oh, tough serve, and then ace serve for Melissa Schmidt. That one looked like a knuckleball, just sort of floated over the net.
Came over, you'll see, just really aggressive. They're just stepping back there, and all of a sudden it just drops on her. Great serve.
13-12 Scotus. And another ace serve from Melissa Schmidt. She had 36 of them during the regular season to lead this team, and is one more away from a state championship. Match point for the Shamrocks. Not an ace this time. And Solt finishes it off and gets it back for Central City. Big kill and a big swing for Ashley Solt.
Ashley Solt does a nice job. She said this game is not going to finish here. Does a great job, drives, hits that nice line shot. Beautiful.
J.C. Cook serving to keep Central City going. Bender sets it up for Pyle. Burchard now will try Solt again. Tapped over on the second pass. Ritta will set it for Solt. Bender tries Pyle one more time. Ritta to Berryman. Good one going here. Pyle tries to finish it off, and she does.
Pyle does just such a great job of putting the ball in spots. She finds holes out on the court. She sees where the open areas are, works different tempos, does a great job.
Match point number 2, and Pyle serving for the match. Burchard to Solt, and Solt delivers again. When they need her the most, Ashley Solt is coming through.
And that's been all season long. She's done that for the Bison. She's really aggressive up there, works again the outside hand of the blocker. They got to really work hard to push that ball in.
Rose Dinwiddie into serve. Scotus leading 14-12 in game 2. Slide for Blair, I should say, and Blair with the kill.
That was beautiful. Nice job. Very well executed. Nice high set to her. She goes up after it.
And now Kristen Blair, a great middle blocker, will serve for the state championship. Burchard to Solt again. Great up in the back row by Schmidt. Burchard, the try to Solt. Oh, look at that effort from Schmidt. 2 terrific ups on this series. Burchard, the try for Solt. Again, a terrific up. And that one bounced off a shoulder and over. Schneider's try. Burchard to Solt again. Bender sets it up. The try from Beller. Tapped over. Collision. Still alive. Still alive.
This is great.
Solt again alive. Beller's try. Oh, what an up. Solt again. And that just goes long and no. It is a side out in for the Bison and a side out.
And staying alive. They worked hard for that. That was a great rally by both teams.
And the Bison serving again. 14-12, Scotus leading in game 2 after winning game 1, 15-0. Beller, long, and a point for Central City, and they're within 1.
13-14. Great swing here. Again, just a little long. They're missing the line just by a little bit.
Solt serving to even it up. Beller lifts on it. And we're even at 14.
What a great game. Timeout, John Peterson.
His 3rd timeout in game number 2. And we're tied at 14.
Bison, Central City Bison team here, they've decided after working that hard after that long rally, we're going to put this together. We're going to keep going.
14-14. We'll see it again.
Great job. Bellers goes up and tries to get a little soft shot on, but Berryman is there and stops it right at the net.
Well, certainly no one else is going to bring you the kind of exciting volleyball action that you've seen not only in this match, but all day long, except on Nebraska ETV, and that's why we are known as Nebraska's home for sports. And we have certainly been Nebraska's home for volleyball today. Non-stop since early this morning. The sports production crew, well, they're not earning overtime, but they're working overtime at least.
And we thank you.
Absolutely. 14-14. Knotted up in game 2 of the C1 final. Quick set, Schneider's try, and that one finds the floor, the side out back to Scotus.
Schneider does a good job. That set was a little bit low. She kind of has to bend and keep it in. Nice turn of the ball. Tough ball to handle. She did a great job with it.
Byerman back in, the left-hander for Scotus. To serve, Natasha Bender. Burchard to Hawthorne. block, and the kill. Schneiders up there, and the point for Scotus. Big block from Kendra Schneiders. And a timeout, Central City, their third timeout in game number 2. Scotus leading 15-14.
A little different than game 1.
Just a shade.
Yeah.
Scotus won that one 15-0. Subtle difference being that Central City has scored many, many more points than they did in game 1.
That's right. And they're playing really well right now. Game 1, it seemed like they were just a little bit uncomfortable trying to step up here against a big opponent. They're really doing a nice job here in game 2.
Coming up for you, we have the finale of the day, the Class B state championship. For the first time in a while, Lincoln Pius X won't be in the Class B championship. It is Aurora, though, and they're certainly very familiar to folks who've watched state championships in Class B, going up against Ogallala, a team that also has spent some time in the state tournament. Should be a dandy to cap it off tonight, starting right around 8 o'clock. Burchard, the try for Berryman. Scotus trying to win this one. Berryman tapping it over again. Scotus having some problems with it. They can't keep it in play.
Berryman did a nice job changing directions, push it off to the right side, and that's been successful for them. They've got it up, but again, they're not able to control it.
Berryman serve. Big block up front by Cook. Burchard to Cook. Cook with a kill. And the point for Central City, it's 15-15.
Great job by Cook. She does a nice job transitioning in here really quick. They got a free ball. Good pass comes in. Great job.
What a game 2 between these two great teams. Schneiders is long and into the net against Central City. Brings it over to Scotus on the side out. Oh, what a tough break for the Bison.
Wow.
Substitution for Scotus. Carrie Marocek in. The junior will serve. 15 all. Burchard, quick set, swing, and the kill for J.C. Cook.
Great job by Cook. She comes in. She's in the net last time, comes in very aggressive, gets the side out. Here you see, does a nice job, sees the block, and great attack.
15-15. And serving for Central City is the junior Shauna Burchard. And an ace serve for Burchard. And how about game point number 1 for Central City here? And a chance to push it to a game 3.
They're talking, identifying what they got up front, really working hard to get this.
Burchard does not get the ace serve. A side out to Scotus.
She's going for it. Just click, tip the tape as she went over.
Boy, just barely clipped it too. That's why they keep that finger right on the top of the net.
They can tell.
Nicole Milok in. Serving to keep Scotus alive. Burchard. Quick try for Cook. Good up for Scotus. Oh my, terrific effort by the Shamrocks. Burchard, quick, Cook, block back again. Cook will slide over and try.
Good job by Cook to get back in.
Piles attempt, blocked by the Bison, and a side out to Central City.
Cook worked hard for that whole rally. She had an attack, they blocked her, she came back, got the next attack, came back, got the block to win the side out.
Hawthorne will try. Game point number 2 for Central City. And a free ball. Ritta tries. Cook delivers. What a turnaround for the Central City Bison. They get shut out in game 1. 15-0. They avert 3 match points in game number 2, and they eventually win it 17-15. And watch it, game point again.
Great job here. We get to see that game point. Nice serve to start it off. Tough ball out to the outside. Piles does a great job, first of all, keeping it in play. And here you go. Cook wants to come in. She does a great job and finishes off. Terrific job that last series. She really stepped up.
So the two teams will stay right where they are for game 3. 15-0 you see in game 1, but 17-15 in game 2. What a turnaround for Central City.
Central City really did a good job, and I think they did what we talked about, that they forgot about game 1 and came out and really played hard and got really more into their game.
Honestly, you don't see that too often. A team gets blasted like that in game 1, 15-0, and is able to come back and win such a hard-fought game in game 2.
And that tells us that this is a good team, and they you know, the impression you might have got from game 1 wouldn't show that, but they are, and they've played hard all season, and probably not in that situation, but just kind of stepped up here in game 2, and they had nothing to lose.
A reminder, coming up, Aurora and Ogallala in the Class B finale, and the final of the day here at Pershing Auditorium. There's your game 2 stats. Much more even.
Yeah, it's pretty evenly matched here. Ace serves again. Columbus Scotus had 4. That's 7 during this game, and that's really impressive. That's hard to get that many. So the win goes to Central City, though, and we're in game number 3 here.
So the crowd enjoying what has become a terrific Class C1 state championship. And game 3 will decide it. It's been kind of the pattern today, except for our last final in D1. Everything else has gone 3 games today.
Kind of messed up the pattern we had going.
Darn those Humphrey St. Francis Flyers. They knocked the whole thing off its 3-game pattern.
Well, at least they kept the game on schedule, I guess.
That's right. You guys were a little late this morning.
This morning's schedule was a little bit long and behind. That's great games, though.
There was some terrific matches this morning, and boy, we're seeing a great one here between Scotus and Central City. Scotus trying to protect a 38-match winning streak. They have won 38 straight. They've won 165 out of their last 170 matches. That's not even fair.
I mean, those numbers are just incredible just to even see those kind of numbers appearing here for this team. But they're just a great team. They've got tradition, and the kids that come up into the program, they know that's just part of being part of Columbus Scotus, and so they're back again.
And here we go again for game number 3. The Bison and the Shamrocks with the state championship on the line for these two teams. A lot of fun here tonight. Hopefully we'll have just as good a match in the Class B matchup between Aurora and Ogallala. Serving for Scotus, Melissa Schmidt, who ran off a few aces in games 1 and 2 tonight. Bircher, quick set, Cook with a kill again. Oh, she's red hot.
She is. She really stepped up when it got tight in game 2, made a lot of strong plays for her team. She comes out game 3 right where she left off.
Hawthorne serving for the Bison. Bender on the slide to Blair, and Blair with the kill on the side out to Scotus.
Blair's done that tonight, been very successful. She does a good job coming around the back, and she's hitting a line shot there. And most attackers bring that across, so she's doing some real nice things with that slide.
Pyle serving for Scotus. Burchard tries Solt this time, and there's number 2 in the 1-2 combination. And it is the side out to Central City.
Solt, great swing on the outside, very aggressive, comes in. She's got a one-on-one situation, takes advantage of it.
Deep serve, tapped over by Blair, and good enough for the kill.
Nice job by Blair, changing up, dumping it right in the middle of the court. You'll see sometimes you've got several there. Several people came into it. Sometimes no one goes to it. That's why it's a real questionable area. A lot of decisions have to be made.
Kristen Blair will serve for Scotus. No score here in game 3. And a free try now for Scotus, but a tough one to handle. And into the net. 2-hit violation against the Bison, and a point for Scotus. Looked like Sarah Berryman might have slipped into the net.
Yeah, I think as she would turn to get off, she got caught up in the net.
1-0 Scotus. Blair serving. Burchard to Solt. Bender pushes it over, and a violation this time. Two-hit violation against the Bison, and a 2-0 lead for the Shamrocks.
So you'll see she tries to attack it over, doesn't go over, and automatic reaction would be to play it up.
Serve is long from Kristen Blair, and the side out back to Scotus, or to Central City, I should say. Checking in, Rose Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie checking in for the Bison. She will go back to serve. Substitution for Scotus. Amanda Schlaha in. And Kristen Blair leaving. Dinwiddie serving. And now the scoreboard has gone out. We have blown a fuse in the scoreboard. So while they correct that and everyone waits patiently, somebody yanked the plug on that thing. There is a score, too.
There was a score.
2-0. We have it on our board, but the scoreboard here at Pershing Auditorium has been yanked. Something has happened to it, and they're correcting it right now. It looks like John Reinert, our crew chief, may have pulled the plug on it. Oh, there it is. It's back. He plugged it back in.
Thank you, Tom.
Rose Dinwiddie now will get ready to serve. Everything is as it was. Game 3, 2-0. Scotus leading in this pivotal game 3. Oh, tough serve to handle. Beller punched up by Solt. Now Solt will send it over. Bender tapped up by Schneiders. Oh, great up by Schlaha. Oh, my.
That's why she comes in there. Great job.
Berryman's slide. Scotus to try again with Beller. Burchard to Solt, and Solt is able to just miss wide. Just misses on that one.
Here you get a chance to see. She swings, aggressive swing, going again for that line. Just out of bounds.
Not by more than a hair.
Not much at all.
Natasha Bender serving for Scotus, leading 2-0. Tough one to handle. Solt just clears the tape on that. And she gets the kill as a result. Sometimes you send it over and good things happen.
That's right. She just took a ball that wasn't maybe in best condition and she bettered the ball, and that's what you want your players to do.
She'll serve. Ashley Solt will. Bender. Quick try. Schneiders with the kill. That's as good as she's looked all night. Best swing of the night for Schneiders.
She really did a nice job as far as timing, driving in, getting up there. She's been a little bit earlier under the ball, and right there she did a great job of getting in position. Only
in her 7th match of the season after the ACL tear this summer. Pretty much kept her out all year.
It's great that she's even in there.
Hawthorne. And a violation lift against Scotus, and upside out back to Central City. So it's 2-0, and back to serve Sarah Berryman. 5'8" senior, 18 aces on the year. Scotus a little out of sync right now, but they are able to keep it alive and get it over. Burchard, quick set, and the shot from Cook finds the floor, but just wide. And now they're going to say a tip from the back official. They say a tip, and it will be a point for Central City.
Kind of a little questionable there. Everybody's looking around. The line judge did call it immediately. The official just is looking around at all his people to get the call.
So 2-1, Scotus's lead cut in half. And the left-hander Byerman again with the kill. She's really picking her spots well.
She's doing a great job. She's got, again, that left hand's coming in, that nice sharp angle to the right side. There's a good open area for him.
More substitution for the Shamrocks as Nicole Milok checks in to serve. Sophomore also served well tonight with a couple of aces. Scotus leading 2-1 in game 3. Quick set, big swing from Blair. And now Burchard sends it long. And it'll be a point for Scotus, 3-1.
Burchard does a nice job trying to be aggressive with the ball, just a little bit long on her calculation.
Burchard sets it for Cook. Big block from Blair.
Good coverage.
Hawthorne. Set up for Pyle. Off the top of the block and hold. And another point for Scotus. They lead it 4-1 in game 3.
Piles again is making smart attacks. He sees the big block, works on their hands, and it bounces around in front of the defense.
Burchard sets it up in the middle for Cook. And Cook misses it wide. Another point for Scotus, and it's 5-1. And Central City will take its first timeout in game 3.
So you'll see, nice job again. They're working on the edges of the court. Her swing was a little bit wide.
So a 5-1 Scotus advantage in game number 3. Game 1 went to Scotus 15-0. Game 2 to Central City 17-15. And that man, John Peterson, and Jody Gavers working with their teams now in the huddles. And Jody Gavers trying to get her team to settle down a little bit as Scotus has opened up that 4-point lead.
Right, they're being aggressive, just missing. They've had several shots. I mean, Burchard took the ball, was trying to put it in an aggressive attack, just was a little long on her swing. Cook just swung a little wide, so they're being aggressive. They just need to keep it under control.
(5-1) the score. The lead for Scotus and the serve for Nicole Milak. And that one just flips the top of the tape. A net serve. Didn't miss by much, but it doesn't need to.
That's right. Here's that serve again. Let's see if we can see it.
Boy,
Just,
the wind may have
that's
moved
right.
it.
Just ticked it.
And an ace serve for Central City. And a point for the Bison as Shauna Burchard comes through when they need her. 5-2 now. Scotus' lead down to 3. Burchard again on the serve. Another tough serve to handle. Nearly another ace, but the kill for Jessica Hawthorne. And it's 5-3 Scotus.
Hawthorne does a nice job. She was up there. The ball was coming tight, and she does a nice job pushing it down there.
Burchard again. Nearly the ace, but Bender keeps it alive. Burchard, back set, big swing from J.C. Cook, and it's 5-4 Scotus, and a timeout taken by John Peterson and the Shamrocks.
J.C. Cook does a nice job. She passes the ball and comes right back in for the strong attack.
5-4, Scotus' lead down to 1. This has been a back and forth match. Second quarter, a field goal added by the Wildcats in Manhattan, and Nebraska leading the Wildcats 14-10. In a tight football game this evening down in Manhattan, Kansas. Earlier today, Oklahoma staved off an upset bid from Texas A&M, winning 35-31. Tight volleyball match here tonight as Scotus nearly blew out Central City in this one, winning game 1 15-0, but the Bison showed a lot of heart, came back and won game 2 17-15, and they're right in there with what many consider to be one of the top 3 or 4 volleyball teams in the state, regardless of class. And an ace serve for Burchard has them even with Scotus at 5-5.
Burchard really is doing a nice job serving here, Tough. She really drives the ball to that deep corner, catches the passer out of balance.
Her second ace of this series, nearly her third, and it is her third. Blair could not keep it in play, and it's 6-5 Central City. Wow, is Shauna Burchard on a roll for the Bison. And they lead it by 1. How about that serve? A little change up.
That's right. Drops it in front of him now.
Burchard, quick set, Cook's try, blocked back. Big block from Blair and Pyle. Blair will try. Block for Central City. Tapped up. Burchard sends it over. Tapped back. Punched back. Cook's try finds the floor just inside the line.
Scotus just really right now is not ball handling well. Even when they got that free ball, they sent it tight and gave it right back to the Bison team to attack at them.
Burchard is serving so well right now. Blair's shot is long, and it's 8-5 Central City. And John Peterson will burn his second timeout. Central City has run off 7 straight points against the Shamrocks.
Shauna Burchard is just doing a great job back there serving. She's really driving the ball at him. She scored a few points earlier doing that. Then she missed the serve. She's got it going now in a rhythm. And if you don't ball handle, your team is going to struggle.
You ever wonder what it's like to be on the 50-yard line of Memorial Stadium? Well, visit our website at net.unl.edu. You can find out. There's a QuickTime VR movie. It gives you a 360-degree view of the stadium right before the team runs out onto the field. It's kind of cool. It spins around, the band's playing in the background. You feel like you're kind of right down there on the field. Just visit our website at net.unl.edu. It's just another service of NETV Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. Burchard serving. And oh, what a run she's been on.
Doing a terrific job.
The Scotus fans are restless behind us. The Bison fans are smelling blood across the way. Blair tips it over. Blair again. Chance for a swing and a good up by Central City. Burchard. Pyle will try. And through the block and home, Scotus gets it back on the side out.
Piles just beats him to, she's more aggressive and knocks it back, and ball runs right down the front of the blockers.
Melissa Schmidt serving. She wants a run like Burchard enjoyed. Good serve, tough one to handle. Cook's shot though, finds the floor and the side out right back to the Bison.
Cook, she's just really done a great job. About the middle of game 2, she has really caught on fire. She's out there on a mission.
Jessica Hawthorne serve. Bender. Slide for Blair. And Blair with the kill on the side out.
That's a terrific swing. She does a nice job running that slide back there. She's taken the last couple down the line and been very effective with it.
Megan Pyle, the junior, to serve. And that is long. Side out to Central City, who leads at 8-5 in game 3. Back to live action. Solt taps it over. Great up. Coming up to save it is Pyle, and she may have hurt her elbow a little bit. Solt. And another terrific up, that time from Beller. Battle at the front of the net. Great up by Cook. Can they get it over? They can. Rita with a nice job to send it. Beller's try. And tapped over by Berryman. This is great. Beller.
Good defense, both teams.
Burchard, Solt's try to the back of the floor, and a point for Central City.
Solt does a nice job working that line, goes from line to 6 area in the court, moves them up to 9.
And how about 10 with the ace serve from J.C. Cook, and Central City's within 5 of a state championship. In an improbable comeback for the Bison.
They're just doing terrific.
Cook serve again. Blair. Blocked back into the floor. 11-5 Central City.
Great adjustment. Ashley Soltz does a nice job. Blair's taking that ball down the line the last 2 times, been successful. She's over there this time to stop her.
Cook serving again into the net. And Scotus back on the side out with some work to do. Central City leading 11-5 in game 3.
But as we've seen all day, it's not over till it's over. These last few points are the hardest one, and Scotus, very strong team. They're going to continue to challenge.
And there is an ace serve from Kristen Blair, just to underline your point. Not only challenge, but this team has a lot of weapons.
Step up to the challenge. Blair does a nice job serving. She usually serves. She's a tough server, and then they take her out, give some defensive help.
Next serve, though, back to Central City. Scotus just able to carve 1 point off that lead. You look at this Central City team, too, Kathy, and Shauna Burchard, J.C. Cook, Ashley Solt, the 3 big weapons, all back next year for the Central City team. This could be a repeat performance next year.
That's got to be a positive feeling. This is a great experience for them to be here in this situation this year.
Bender, quick set to Schneiders, and Schneiders with a kill And the side out back to Scotus. Schneider's just in to inject a little offense, and they get it from her.
Yeah, she does a great job, again, taking it off to the sides, working around or off the hands of the blockers.
Natasha Bender serving for Scotus. Burchard, back set to Solt. Solt down the line with a kill.
Great shot by Solt. She comes in, nice driving attack. Again, works the line. The line's been really successful for her tonight.
11-6 Central City. Solt serve. Bender sets it up for Byerman. Byerman again with that left-handed attack. She finds a great spot on the floor.
Byerman's really done a nice job. She's doing, again, stepping in, finding holes, being aggressive with the swing, getting the ball back for her team.
In for Columbus Scotus, Jennifer Sackett checking in. 5'5" sophomore when they need a good server. That's who they bring in. 107 out of 116 on the year. Burchard to Berryman. And Berryman, great spot for that shot.
That set wasn't ideal for Berryman. It was a little bit wide. She takes a little bit off of it, dumps it over the top of the defenders. Great job. Beautiful.
Berryman to serve with Central City leading 11-6. Hiles try. Burchard setting it up for Cook. And into the net. Cook crossing over that line, and it'll be a side out to Scotus.
Little tight. Cook really was driving to the ball and kind of caught herself in the net.
Substitutions now for Columbus Scotus. These substitutions keep the officials busy as they check them off on their list.
And you can only enter the game 3 times, and starting counts as one of those. So as this game gets longer, that could be a factor.
Mulock serving. Burchard, quick set. Cook again, delivering again. Oh, J.C. Cook is having a terrific game 2 and 3 tonight.
She is just, and she's just stepped up so big for her team right now. She's in there, she's ball handling, she's blocking, she's being aggressive at the net. She needs to keep it up if they want to win this match tonight.
Shauna Burchard serving tough again, gets another ace. And it's 12-6 Central City. She staked them to this lead with her serving, and she's back there again.
And she's back there again and starting off just like she left off.
Scotus out of sorts again as they get it over the net. Burchard set. Cook comes through on the line. And another point for Central City. They're 2 away.
They are just doing a great job. And again, it's starting out with Burchard. She's stepping back there, serving tough, and then running her team in a fast tempo offense.
Safe to say a Central City win would be considered an upset. Ritta tapped over by Cook. And they're 1 point away from that upset. After being shut out in game 1, Central City serving for a state championship. Bender sets it up for Byerman. Block back. Pyle. Cook punched up in the air. Battle at the net. Cook keeps it alive. Free try for Scotus. Pyle. Great help. How about Solt? Cook to try. And a violation against the Bison and a side out to Scotus.
Wow. Great rally. Here you're going to see ball up, double contact they called.
Melissa Schmidt in to try to get Scotus on a roll again. They trail 14-6.
She's a good server. She can do it.
Burchard set. Cook try. And Cook again. J.C. Cook, your MVP right now for Central City.
Definitely. She has just picked up her level of play. Middle of game 2, she just has dominated.
Jessica Hawthorne serving for a state championship. That one knocked Cook to the floor. Solt, tap with a left hand. Bodies all over the place. And Central City is your Class C1 state champion. what an amazing comeback.
Amazing. That's all you can say. They really did a terrific job. They didn't let back down. 15-0 meant nothing to them.
The first state title in Central City volleyball history. And that is the team that brought it home to Central City in the Class C1 state championships. And of course, you saw it all right here on Nebraska ETV, Nebraska's home for sports. Watch the match point, the state championship winning point one more time.
Again, starts off with that tough serving that we've seen all night. Both teams have done it, but the Bisons have picked it up in the last part of the game here. Just aggressive attack, tips it in the middle. Everybody's trying to keep it alive, and Scotus cannot keep it up. Great job by Central City. Nice finish.
And who would have thought, after the way game one went, that Scotus would not be crowned state champions for a 6th straight year. But the Scotus run is ended by the Central City Bison. 27-3 now on the year. And let's go to our PA announcer, Dwight Weininger, with the awards ceremonies.
Players, as your name is called, please come out to get your medal. Number 15, Jennifer Sackett. Number 18, Renee Byerman. Number 19, Michelle Flint. Number 20, Andrea Brzezinski. Number 23, Amanda Chalaha. Number 25, Carrie Mracek. Number 27, Kendra Schneiders. Number 16, Melissa Schmidt. Number 17, Nicole Milak. Number 21, Kristen Blair. Number 22, Natasha Bender. Number 24, Megan Pyle. And number 26, Lori Beller. All of you are now welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Columbus Scotus High School. And now to the champions. First, Coach Jody Gavers, we have a special award for you. Now, Coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. Number 4, Chelsea Brockmeyer. Number 6, Katie Grosshans. Number 7, Rose Dinwiddie. Number 8, Jamie Bakey. Number 9, Michelle Mankey. Number 12, Alicia McCoy. Number 14, Brittany Huseman. Number 15, Caitlin Brandis. Number 2, Sarah Berryman. Number 3, April Rida. Number 5, Jessica Hawthorne. Number 10, Shauna Bircher. Number 11, JC Cook. And number 13, Ashley Solt. And now, for these outstanding athletes in their school, here the 2000 Class C1 State Volleyball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Central City High School, the 2000 C1 Class C1 State Champions.
There they are, the Class C1 state champions, the Central City Bison. Tears flowing like rivers among those kids, and they are very excited about an improbable Class C1 state championship. Coming back from losing game 1 and winning games 2 and games 3. And look at the game 3 stats. Kills in favor of Central City, assists, digs. The biggest stat, maybe the ace serves. 4 aces for Central City in game 3 off the serving of Shauna Burchard. She carried him with her serve. Cook and Solt carried him with the offense, and that carried Central City to a state championship. The great news for the Bison, not only the state championship, but the fact that they've got all 3 of those kids that I mentioned, Burchard, Cook, and Solt, back for another run at it next year. A lot of excitement on the floor at Pershing Auditorium. Some disappointment on the Scotus side. A great run comes to a close, but for the Central City Bison, oh, a championship feels so good right now. We'll have more for Pershing Auditorium when we return in just a moment.
Nebraska ETV Sports has live coverage of the state's best athletes, from high school wrestling to college gymnastics. If you can't be there, you can see it on ETV and Educable. And anyone in the world can enjoy them live in real time on our internet site, net.unl.edu. Visit it today for a complete schedule of Nebraska ETV Sports. On TV and online, the best coverage of Nebraska's best athletes is Nebraska ETV Sports.
Next time on Austin City Limits, Leanne Womack.
I hope you I hope you
And Clay Davidson.
My love is unconditional.
Tonight at 11 Central Time on Nebraska ETV.
Got a picture that shows off your skill as a hunter or angler? Share it with us at Outdoor Nebraska, and we might put it on the air and around the world on the internet. Or maybe you have a photo that shows the beauty of Nebraska. Either way, we'll pick the best each week to feature on Outdoor Nebraska. Make sure to include your name, address, and phone number, along with the names of people in your photo. Then watch Outdoor Nebraska Thursdays and Saturdays on Nebraska ETV, and Sundays on Nebraska ETV2. For details, visit our website at net.unl.edu and watch Outdoor Nebraska to see your pictures on TV. Election 2000 is over, but more people made more informed choices thanks to NET's Campaign Connection. Your questions were put to people running for all the statewide races. And you saw the personal side of the 2 leading candidates for U.S. Senate in a Nebraska ETV profile. On Nebraska Public Radio, you talked to congressional and Senate hopefuls during our live call-in shows and compared election commercials in our special Ad Watch series. NET Online was the website you used to see exactly where the candidates stood on the issues that affected you the most. And on election night, you turned to us for the results. Online, on radio, and on television, the big winner on Election Day was you.
After coming back from a 15-0 deficit in game 1, a C1 champion has been crowned, and it's the Central City Bison knocking off Columbus Scotus, handing Scotus their first loss in 38 matches and handing them their 6th loss in the last 171 matches. A historic win for the Central City Bison, and Kathy is down on the court, standing by with Shauna Burchard.
Well, I'm here with some of the players from Central City. Congratulations. Shauna, you really came out and you orchestrate the offense, but in game 3, you took over with your serving.
I know, I was just thinking, you know, she told me to serve deep in position 1, and I just focused there, and that's been like a tough spot for me to serve all year. I mean, I've served it out of bounds and in the net, and tonight just really came through, so practice really helped.
Well, you really have a lot of hitters to choose from as you're out there. You've got a couple players who we're going to talk to. They've really come through for you. Game 2, you guys really loosened up. After game 1, kind of what were your thoughts initially?
Well, when we played Aurora earlier in the season in the conference finals, we lost 15-1 in the first set, and then we won the second set 16-14. So I think we knew, like, deep down, you know, we can do it. I think it was just like jittery. We never, you know, this atmosphere is huge. Everyone's cheering for you. There's 5-time defending state champion on the other side, and you just have to work through it all. And
what did your coach say to you after that game to kind of prepare you? You knew those things, but how to handle those things?
Well, she told us that, you know, we need to play a lot better defense, and we kind of struggled a little with defense throughout the tournament. But she told us defense, serve tough, serve receive, and she did remind us of the Aurora game when we lost 15-1, and that kind of pumped us all up for game 2.
Well, congratulations. You've done a great job.
Thanks.
JC Cook, congratulations.
Thank you.
After game 1, things didn't go quite as you had planned, I'm sure. Coach kind of talked to you, got you settled down. Middle of game 2, it seemed like you just turned the lights on and cut loose on them.
Yeah, we knew we had to play Big D this game, and we knew defense was what was going to win, and that's what our coach kept telling us, defense wins championships, so that's what we went out and did.
Well, offensively, you really became aggressive. I mean, game 1, you guys were hitting, they were going a little long, you know, those kinds of things, but game 2, it's just like a new face, a new team stepped out on the floor. You were incredible. You came in, you were hitting, making shots, becoming very aggressive. What kind of did you say to yourself or change you?
We've always had a strong offense, I think. It's just pretty much our defense. As long as we can get the pass up, then our offense is there.
Well, you did a great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I've got one more young lady here. Miss Stoltz, congratulations.
Thank you.
Game 2, you guys came back, a hard-fought battle.
Yeah.
Game 3 really seemed like you kind of controlled the situation.
Yeah, I mean, game 3, we came out strong. We knew what we had to get done, and we got it done.
Well, you guys defensive-wise picked up really game 2. That was a big factor. They were being really aggressive offensively. Also serve-receive. Those ball-handling skills really paid off for you.
Serve receive, we've struggled at times, but when it's on, it is on, and nobody can stop us because that means we get our offense going, and our offense is horrendous, and we knew we could do it once we got the serve receive going, and we did.
You 3 gals are back next year. This is a great experience for you to be here, to be in the finals, and then to win it over such a traditionally powerhouse. What's your plans next year? You guys are set, and your experience, what are you going to take to the new people maybe on your team?
We just have to show that leadership on and off the court every second. We have to work hard. We work throughout the whole summer. We go to camps. We do USVBA. I mean, you just have to show the younger kids that that's what it takes. You have to give your all to get here, and that's what we do.
Well, you young ladies showed a lot of character and heart as you got out there. Those things are hard to come by. All year, has that been kind of a traditional thing for you? You've just really hung in there and had some tough matches?
Yeah, when you get in those tough situations, you have to have those leaders to step up. And our class did a great job of doing that. We have at least 4 good leaders on that team, and we all stepped it up to get those leadership roles.
Well, congratulations. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Here we have our coach. Congratulations, Coach Gaver. You did a wonderful job.
Thanks a lot. And the girls did most of it. They were determined, and they believed they could win from the get-go, and they showed that.
What did you tell them after game 1? They kind of gave me some insights, but I want to hear your point of view.
Okay, we just need to settle down, play our game, get our passing back on track. If we can get the ball to Shauna, we can get it to our hitters, and everything will flow for us. And we got to play great defense. We had, got our jitters out. Serve receive is where it all started. We didn't even rotate around, and we're ready to go.
They picked up defensively, but they're serving. They really stepped up. They went back there and took control, really, from the baseline back there.
Right. It all started with Shauna. She got back there, gave her the position. She went right at him, went at him again, switched the position, got a good serve off of that. She started the roll, and then it just continued.